Hey guys, Rinji here. Once again bringing you the worst out of the VTuber community. And even though it's the month of December, the month where people of all walks of life come together, set aside their differences in order to celebrate something that's usually connected to family, togetherness, and friendship, the internet isn't like that, and especially social media, and especially Twitter, and even more the quote-unquote VTuber community, as certain VTubers and other people decide to celebrate the successful or unsuccessful doxing of a popular YouTube VTuber and commentary YouTuber whose name I will redact for this video, as it doesn't matter if that particular dox was successful or not. I am not gonna contribute to spreading that. What I am, however, interested in is the behavior of the people that were previously covered by that content creator and also covered by me, because repeat offenders are a thing in the VTubing, once again, quote-unquote community. And once they do something most people would consider vile, they will do it again and again and again, and they will be completely unapologetic about it up until something happens to them for that same behavior, upon which they will in turn play victim and say how bad everyone else is, and they're just a poor baby that didn't do nothing. So let's take a look at what they had to say this time around. And here's the first one, Misadere. Today is officially one of my favorite days of 2023. My wedding, the doxing of Redacted. And here's another VTuber called Genie Mercury calling Misadera out on this, because this particular YouTuber is a high profile one, so people acting in the way they do will not come without consequences. Sorry, but if you're really gonna expect me not to laugh at someone who's made a living by putting smaller creators and marginalized creators in the line of fire for a quick buck, finally get a taste of his own medicine by his own people, you're on something. Mind you, this is already a whole load of misinformation. The putting on blast, the using people for a quick buck, and those people being marginalized has nothing to do with their behavior. When they're put in his videos, when he comments on them, it's always for a good reason. It's always these people going after somebody else and acting out in a completely unhinged fashion. And the fact that this person also thinks it's their own community that did it to him is just completely wrong, because that particular person got doxxed because he decided to make a video about the doxing of one of the creators of the popular visual novel The Coughing of Andy and Lily. And considering the people on that one particular website that decided to go after him, they do things like that on the regular just for the fun of it, just because they think someone identifies in a certain way, or just because they think it's funny. They don't need any entrenched particular reason in order to go after somebody. They just do it for the fun of it, as they and other people would say it, for the lols and other incomprehensible language that exists on that website. Now let's take a look what Genie had to reply to Misa here. Man, you've really gone downhill as a person, huh? Not really. I've been waiting for the fool to get eaten up by his own insane community, LMAO. It was bound to happen eventually when you capitalize off of bigotry and hate. It's incredibly funny to hear you all of all people accuse someone else of capitalizing off bigotry and hate. Yet somehow, considering every time I've checked in on you, in recent time, I've been disappointed. I'm not shocked. I genuinely don't know who you are. Your intention mentions then. Because frankly, same to you, LMAO, I have no interest in appealing to your community or anybody on that side, so bye. And then there's more people dogpiling on this whole issue. And again, it's people I've covered on my Twitter. It's people that that particular creator has covered on his own channels as well. Again, repeating offenses, because why stop there? If this gives you the kind of positive attention you desire, just keep on doing it. Eventually, behavior like this will come and bite you in the ass. So, revel in celebrating for now, because while I don't believe in karma, if you put yourself in situations like this continuously, someone will eventually want to mess with you. And you better hope it's not the same people that have messed with the doxed content creator I'm speaking of. Wait, did this happen? LOL. Yipperoni by the Soy Jack Bros, no less. You calling them bros. You calling out bigotry and you calling them bros. These things don't mesh together. The people that did the doxing, the Soy Jack people, they are the very definition of bigotry. Not even ironic, not jokingly. They are completely reprehensible and vile. And if you knew how they behave, you'd quickly turn that comment around and probably walk away. Better yet, you'd run away just by seeing that. Poetic justice, oh my god, bless. The gays just keep on winning, for real, for real. Another one just decides to input their 5 cents into the discussion. I do not believe the gay community would condone doxing, but if you want to involve a whole group based on sexuality, you do you. I'll not be so brazen about it. And there's more. More people piling on. Wait, really? Let's freaking go. Let's go. Packwatch Ripozo. More. Now, do I condone doxing? No. But did this make me giggle a little? And Redacted has pushed down a lot of people, so I'm not surprised? Well, you know, you may say you do not condone this, but laughing at someone's life potentially getting ruined because of this is not a good look either. After Redacted sent community to raid my server and mass flood my Twitter with hate messages and redacted porn, I'm good. Get effed, loser. LMAO. I'm sure that person did that. It doesn't matter that they continuously say not to go after or contact any people that he covers, but you know, you think that he and his community do that. You spread more misinformation, and then you wonder why he covers you when you lie so blatantly. Not a good look, really. I think I look pretty dapper. I don't know. Oh no, a bad person facing the consequences of his bigoted actions. Say it ain't so, and then Genie responds to them too. Let me translate your sentence for anyone else that can treat insufferable sarcasm. A crime was committed against another human being who I don't like because I disagree with them, so I'm going to celebrate the crime. By the way, I'm somehow a good guy here. Yeah, rampant bigotry and targeted harassment is a disagreement. Very intelligent person you are. Oh dude, I love when people say things that are incredibly true, sarcastically. Man, you've really gone downhill as a person, huh? The people you're pandering to will do the same to you with no hesitation. Pandering to, haha. I don't pander because I'm nobody's B, LMAO. I excrement on every piece of the field. If I disagree with, regardless of which side it's on, because I don't need to follow someone else's moral values. I'm plenty fine setting my own values and I don't need the hackbox to defend. You're so cringy. Holy excrement. I'm so glad we ain't moods anymore. Mind you that you're so cringy comment is gonna come back in a major way when this person starts acting out more. It's poetic, honestly. You don't know what you're talking about. The people who doxed him have whole threads about it online. The reasons for the dox, according to them, was that they thought he was a lolicon on top supporting trans people. These people are not his audience. Yeah, if they only knew that. But even if they knew that, and I bet some of them do, I don't think they care. They just care that somebody didn't like, got into trouble. And if it's major trouble, they have more of a reason to celebrate it harder. There's more. Redacted got what he deserved. And there's more people spreading misinformation because that's so easy online. Redacted spending years trying to cultivate a target audience of online bigots only for them to dox him when he's deemed not transphobic enough. He's like some insane Shakespearean irony. Surprised, astonished, flabbergasted. And a person replying to this. I don't condone doxes, but come on, the irony is too funny. Reap what you saw, y'all. Maybe this will be the teaching moment for him. Honestly, I doubt it, but either way, I'm glad he's seeing the cesspool of an audience is created for what it is. People don't know anything, Jesus. Wait, did they get doxed? Yep, lol. He was defending the creator of the coffin of Andy and Lele. But because they're trans, his audience turned on him. No, they aren't. But again, misinformation spreads so easily, you're just gonna believe anything other people tell you without doing your own research into a subject. Oh yeah, that the one when they sold the game because they got attacked and the VA got doxed, if I recall. I thought the creator got doxed too. Yeah, that's the cluelessness I was talking about here. I think, but yeah, I've always heard about redacted being excrement, but I've never looked into it or about their character. Excrement sucks. So much anger. For real. He's created one of the worst communities on the internet. Or if you only saw the website that doxed him, you would quickly turn that around. And here's a person about which I will give you a bit of context. This is a person that that particular content creator called out before for actually defending a real predator that went after lesbians and then victim blamed the lesbians when they turned down his advances. So yeah, and since being called out on that BS, this person had a chip on on his or her shoulder, and they incessantly tweet about that content creator non-stop, even right now. A certain drama YouTuber, a certain lolly VTuber model got doxxed by his fan base because he wasn't transphobic enough. Guess you could say he ripped what he saw. Yeah, there's a little bit of that misinformation. Doxing is bad, by the way. I just find it very ironic and amusing that after all this time, he's been cultivating that kind of following, and they turned on him. Quote retweets, zzz. Yeah, people calling you out again, and you'll be crying about you getting called out for the foreseeable future, I think. Also, what happened to the videos you promised to make? I guess got cold feet. And you can clap back to your own audiences and then just block everybody. Because, you know, people shining light on your behavior and what you did is no bueno. Moving on. And, you know, there are some people that didn't need to talk about it. It's just enough that they liked a particular post of that particular creator getting doxxed. Here's Zozo and Akura, two VTubers I've also called out before. If you look closely enough, you'll find content about them on my videos. Again, repeat offenders happens all the time in the VTuber quote-unquote community. Moving on. Simply put, karma. Sure. And then there's Squiggly VT again. I did tell you that cringe comment is gonna come back with a vengeance. Here it is. So, been a little while and I apologize. Life got a little hectic, but coming back to Redacted getting doxxed. The gays stay winning, baby. We are so back. Woo! Redacted getting doxxed. My gay derriere. Banger, replies Misadere. And then there's more. Context? What happened? Okay, so Redacted is one of the POS drama VTubers who makes a living complaining about degeneracy in anime and VTubing. Mostly LGBTQIA plus and BIPOC existing, as you do. Done a lot of targeted harassment, directing his bigot fan base towards smaller marginalized creators for dogpiling. Total scumbag and big lolicon as well. 4chan group just doxed him because they think he likes a slur. Some group that doxed the creator of that horror game with incest in it, thinking she was a trans woman. So basically, the leopards are eating faces tonight. I never seen such BS spewed from someone's mouth. The gay man just upset that he was called out on his BS. And there's Nameless again. Doxing is bad, but getting doxed after trying to dox someone else after they said how cringe it is to be transphobic and how cultural appropriation is bad, that's just poetic justice. Oh, so now you're accusing them of doxing you. I'd like a little bit of proof on that one, which you won't produce because it didn't simply happen. And the cultural appropriation you're talking about is you talking about other VTubers using names from a different culture in a language they don't necessarily speak. And that to you is cultural appropriation. Mind you, I also did a video on this person. They invent people to get mad about, and then they go after the people they invent and cause them trouble because they invent offenses in their minds just in order to, I don't know, either to feel powerful or to just find problems where none exists, because you always need to have some sort of enemies when you're so in deep with identity politics. And then Scriggly VT comes in and says this: I would feel bad if it wasn't happening to the worst person who has constantly done this several times, targeting marginalized people, especially LMAO. Get flipped, Nazi, you know? 100%. I do not condone this behavior, but it doesn't make it not funny. Well, ending this video, I would just like to say to anyone involved in this, anyone celebrating this, that particular website doxes anybody. Like, absolutely anybody. It doesn't matter to them what you do, how you behave. They just need to invent something about you. And even then, they don't need to invent that. They just may not like the look of you, and they will call for a personal army request in order to dox you. So if that happens, and I hope it doesn't happen, because all of you people are so frail in the mind that you wouldn't be able to handle it if it happened to you, I best hope for your sake it doesn't happen. And if it does, I can say you reaped what you saw. Karma, poetic justice, as you all said. Completely reprehensible behavior. But for right now, that's everything. And I do hope to see you on the next one.